Hello, guys. Welcome, everybody, to Purple A's podcast. I am your host, who bleeds purple and gold, Isaac here. So, the Vikings, after the bye week, most fans are basically like it's like a mixed bag for the Vikings, for like, you don't know what this team is, or they're good enough but they need to fix some things, or they're not good enough. So there's a mixed bag really between fans, and we don't know how we feel, and which I can totally understand. But my feelings toward the Vikings is they ha- they have the answers to be good. They have the personnel to be a good football team, but right now they're just incomplete. In my opinion, they are incomplete at best right now. But the Vikings still have a shot to make things happen. They're 3-2, better than two, which I feel a lot better than being 2-3 as opposed to that. So 3-2, great stuff by the Vikings. We don't know. It's really any given Sunday because let me just tell you, Sunday and Thursday night has been, it's just chaos around the NFL. We don't know what team is what and how they are. It's just a whole mess. So, the Vikings, though, are just around there. So, let me just break it down to you how I feel about things defensively. Defense, they're not bad at all. I'm going to put that out. The defense isn't bad. However, though, there is one unit that I'm really concerned about is the defensive lineman position and the younger ones. I never thought I would say this, but the Vikings need to bench Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. Use them as backups. That's it. Because the reason why the Vikings have not looked all that good, the run defense hasn't been looking all that good, is mainly because of Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. We've seen nothing from these guys. Nothing. The only time that I've ever seen them make big plays was week 1 against Chicago. That's not good if you only have 2 sacks combined for those two in the first 5 weeks. That's not good. And Brian Flores needs to start Jalen Redmond and Levi Drake Rodriguez because they've shown more flashes, they've shown more promise throughout the course of first 5 weeks. They're better. They played better than they have. And I never thought I would have to say this, but you need to bench those two and put in Jalen Redmond and Levi Drake Rodriguez, who have shown more flashes. I know basically though, and I'm not gonna bash Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah for those picks because I will always praise him because it's easy to blame him, because he sucks, we'll blame Kwesi for that. Because you would have said the same thing if they would have played good. So, and the Vikings clearly needed an upgrade in the defensive tackle spot as opposed to last year. Last season they did okay. Not necessarily knock their socks if they were okay. But you needed a massive upgrade and they got it. But they just have not been producing. They're good players, but it's just disappointing to see them no progression from them and to see the quarterback just chilling. And for the running backs to get 6 or 7 yards a pop every time. It's frustrating to watch. So I know, Brian Flores, you have it in you to do exactly that. So, I know you have it in you, dude. So, you need to put your foot You need to stomp your foot and tell them enough is enough. Put in Jalen Redmond and LDR. I mean, if you do that, then you're back to being the classic Brian Flores defense, just shutting everybody down. So I would love to see that. So, and then as far as like health-wise, I hope players get healthy and all that. Andrew Van Ginkel, hopefully he's healthy, and also the offensive line. I mean, considering how well they've improved, they can be so much better. But I would love to see more from Blake Brandel. I would absolutely love to see more from him. Hopefully Will Fries gets healthy and Brian O'Neill. I mean, Ryan Kelly, he might be out for the season, so it sucks, but maybe the long-term solution is Blake Brandel. We'll just have to see against Philly. But, and also, hopefully, so health, it definitely is a big issue for the Vikings. So hopefully, though, they get healthy. And then they're ready to go against the Philadelphia Eagles. And then some things I wanted to touch upon offense. Jordan Addison, not saying we should bench him or cut him yet, but what I heard from against the Cleveland Browns game in London, he was benched for a quarter for drinking too much in week 5, which, I mean, during a game, that's not excusable, but I'm going to give him another chance to mature up and not do something stupid. So I'm going to give him another chance and let him go. Because even in spite of him being as immature as he is, he can still make plays like no tomorrow, which is why it is important that the Vikings have him. But if he does something stupid, just pull the plug on the idea and just be done with it. So that's how I feel about Jordan Addison. He still should be the wide receiver 2 for the Vikings. Can be. And also can be a wide receiver 1 for any team. So I say for Jordan Addison and also for JJ McCarthy, the Vikings should not, because when JJ McCarthy, if he is healthy, week 7, or the moment he is healthy, they should start JJ McCarthy. Because and look, no disrespect to Carson Wentz, he held the boat afloat and won the last 2 out of the 3 games that he has started as a backup. So credit to Carson Wentz, but also you have to realize that this is a rookie quarterback that the Vikings drafted, and benching him for Carson Wentz when he is healthy is not this isn't developing a young quarterback. This isn't developing him. So you need to develop JJ McCarthy and start him for at least 5 games. And it is important that we see some improvement from JJ McCarthy, because he only played, from the 2 games he started, he only had 1 good quarter of football. Only 1 good quarter. And so it is important that the Vikings start JJ McCarthy and we see some improvement, because let's be real, he looked like he didn't know what he was doing out there. He looks scared, he looks skittish, and part of it has to do with the offensive line. I get it, but for him, for raw talent, we have to see some improvement here. Can't start Carson Wentz over JJ McCarthy, because JJ McCarthy, you drafted him for a reason, so you might as well use him and make progress, darn it. And then for Kevin O'Connell, I mean, the play calling is what it is. We know how much he likes the long developing play action passes. In spite of it working, he will keep on at it to no avail. We know that his play calling, and you know how I feel about that. But going beyond that, I mean, this is something that he has to do on his own. and it can't just be anybody else, the penalties. The reason why the Vikings are behind the sticks, first, second down, and third down every single time is because of the penalties. The Vikings are the most penalized team through the first 5 weeks. 44 penalties, and in total, 337 yards. That's not acceptable. That isn't acceptable at all. And even when you're at home, the Vikings had 21 penalties at home. You can't be doing so. That's darn near half of the penalties at home. That is unacceptable. That isn't. You can't be going penalties. And the Vikings with the pre-snap motion penalties, and why you're making it so difficult, why you're first and long, second and long, third and long, is because of the penalties, the pre-snap motion penalties. Vikings had 20 of those so far. You gotta be disciplined. And that starts with you, Kevin O'Connell. You gotta be more disciplined. Beyond the play calling, you need to still be better or give it up. But the penalties, this is the most undisciplined Kevin O'Connell team I have ever seen. So if you want to win championships, you can't be committing dumb penalties like this. Sure, maybe some of them are ticky-tacky, sure, but this goes beyond that. The rest are going to call what they call. And that is up to you, Kevin O'Connell. You need to give up play calling, I'm sorry. Yes, that too, but the biggest thing is, get this team disciplined. Get back to disciplined football. So that's basically my takes on what the Vikings should do, on how they should adjust. So right now, the Vikings, they're okay. They have talent and that they can be good enough, but there's still underlying issues, and they need to fix that come this bye week, because the bye week isn't going to be easy. So you have to adjust if you want to be competitive, if you want to be contenders. That's it. So let me know what you guys think. What are your guys' thoughts about the Vikings so far? Let me know down in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, and as always, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys very much. Skol Vikings.